just found a cruise of Chevy Cruises, and I can't even handle the irony. Those lights are too much. Those lights are too much.
That shit is dumb.
Dude, it's literally a cruise of cruises. They probably think we're taking pictures being nice.
Demuro for sure.
Oh, we made it into the 2004 S2000. I'm actually super excited to drive this because not only is it my first time really driving a Honda, but it's my first time driving like a JDM style car, and especially one as iconic as the S2000. If you guys are Fast and Furious fans, which I'm sure most of you are, Johnny Tran in the original Fast and Furious drove an S2000. I haven't driven a manual for a long time, and I'm actually really excited to drive this. Just, it really takes you back to the true mechanics of driving, you know, driving the S6 all the time, you know. Driving the S6 all the time, you really lose feel of the true mechanics of driving a manual transmission on coilovers. Just, you're really at one with the road with this S2000. As much as I love the S6, you know, it's a great car and it's a fabulous car and it's super capable, but sometimes a real car guy just wants to come back to the roots and drive something as special as one of these Hondas. It just really puts a smile on your face. You know, like I said, it only makes about 220 horsepower out of the 2.2 liter 4-cylinder engine, but Honda was so smart with this VTEC system that it almost doesn't matter. Obviously, I can't keep up with the M3 camera car that's in front of me, but it's still fun, it's still a blast, and you can see the genuine smile that this car is putting on my face. I absolutely love it. It delivers the power so well, even in 4th gear at 8,000 RPM, we're still climbing. This does have a 6-speed manual transmission, and with that stage 4 clutch, it grips the gears perfectly. You can see there's no real shudder or any kind of problems like that, just a little bit in 1st gear. So we got off the highway. I think the wind noise was a little too much, and we found a nice, quiet back road where we can really test the grip and the handling of this thing. Now, as you guys saw from the outside shots, this thing is completely slammed to the ground. Got that fitment game pretty fucking flush. You know, it's an absolutely gorgeous car, especially, you know, for being 14 years old now. You know, they really are timeless, and the thing is obviously because they don't make them anymore, you know, they really are kind of, even though they're old and you can pick them up for relatively inexpensive, you know, they're such a kind of a unicorn vehicle. You know, even though it's a 2004 and it's, you know, an older car, because they're so rare and hard to see now, hard to find, you know, they really do hold a strong presence on the road with people of all ages. That's one of the things that makes the S2000 so special and so unique. So we know this thing does pretty well in a straight line, but I'm curious to see how it does in the corners, because as I said before, this thing is lowered. See, it's slammed, it's got aggressive fitment. We're gonna find out. great. You know, it really does handle well, and obviously, guys, I am a professional driver, you know, so I don't recommend that you come out and drive on the streets like this. I just have to say that just for liability problems, but, you know, it does handle like a treat. It is a really nice car to drive. You know, not many times does a 2004 make me question why I own a 2018 Audi S6, but this S2K has done it today here on these canyon roads. You know, it really just puts a car and driver feel. You really just feel at one with the mechanics of the vehicle, feel at one with the car, the road, you know, and it's really, the modern big power cars are really nice to drive, obviously, and being able to do 140 or 150 miles an hour while getting a heated seat massage is really, you know, you can't really complain about that. But, you know, it's part of being connected with the road, connected with the car, and all of that. Really, you know, it means something. It means something to a true car guy and to a true driver.
You know, this S2000 is actually a very, very impressive little car. Even standing at 6'1", I didn't have any problems with legroom. I could fit in the car. The seats are very nice. They hold you, they hug you firmly. You know, I don't feel like I'm shaking all over the place. And it's a ton of fun to drive from a 2.2 liter 4-cylinder. You know, you can pick these up anywhere from $4,000 to $8,000 depending on how clean they are and how many miles. And it's a hell of a car. It's a hell of a car for the money. So back in the relatively mundane S6 compared to the S2000, but as I was saying, a huge thanks to my buddy Reggie. That's his car. He has been featured in other videos. This one, and this one. He's a master BMW tech. So I'd suggest if you guys follow him on Instagram, I'll put his information down here on the bottom of the screen. Again, huge thank you for him letting us use the car and also driving the camera car in front so we could get those great forward shots. Final thoughts on the S2000. It is a lot of fun. You know, like I said, I haven't really had a true, you know, manual car like that hugs the road since I had the WRX STI when I used to race rally. So, you know, that it really brings me back to your roots, and as I said in the video earlier, you know, car guys truly do love that connected feeling where you're really connected to the road and you really just are at one. You know, you can feel the road, you get great feedback through the steering wheel, you get great feedback on the road conditions, and having the manual. That was my first time driving a Honda with the VTEC system, and it's really impressive. You know, from about 5,000 RPM all the way up to the red line at 8,500, you know, it just takes off. You know, I'm gonna do some more research about exactly how the VTEC system works, but it's really impressive for a 4-cylinder, you know. That's gonna do it for this video, guys. If you did like it, please smash a thumbs up button. It helps the video rank a little bit better. There's gonna be a subscription button down below that I'd invite you to smash if you like seeing these kind of videos. There's gonna be more videos on the S2000 coming later, so if you did enjoy this, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss anything. Again, thanks to Reggie. His information will be in the bio as well, and we'll see you next video.
Ryan Little.
Yoga.